And that takes a lot of self-awareness, a lot of, be more aware of yourself. I'm going to give you a little bit of a notice out on, know thyself. Hey, I got my mouth warmed up for this video. With the last video, I'm recording this right after the last one, but I'm also catching up on vlogs, so I'm releasing 2 a day for a few days so that I can be even. I'm sorry that I've been going behind. By the way, really fucking excited. 100 subscribers. Woo, 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 woo. We did 100, bro and girl, whoever the fuck is watching. Woo! I'm really glad this is recording. I wanted that to be on recording. Yeah, I'm really fucking excited. So I checked last night. I don't know what it is this morning. It could be like 101, 102. But last morning it was 97. Last night it was 100 fucking even. I have a video all planned out. Thank you to everyone who shared their ideas. Really fucking excited because I'm excited for this video. It's going to be awesome as fuck. That is going to be... I'm probably going to record it within a week, release it around that time. Not dead set on a deadline, but it'll be like approximately a week from now. So fucking excited for that. And today is going to be not so much about sex, because I'm doing like a videos about sex, but this will be like about dating. Like a little bit about like something in dating that I'm working through. And it's like it also ties to like everything else in life. If you want to build your own custom life, then it'll help you figure that out. Because that's what this channel is about. Again, like if you're new to this channel, my second or third value, I guess let's just say it's tied for my second. My one value that's tied for my second value is self-authoring. My first value is integrity. What I say is what I mean, and what I mean is what I say, and commitments and shit. Number 2, that's number 2 is communication, sharing, communicating, etc. And my second one that's tied for number 2 is self-authoring. What that means is I create my life. So let's say like you have a Lego box, and society's like, hey, like this is the type of relationship you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have a job like this. You're supposed to grow old and have kids like this. And it has like a schematic for Legos, right? And so you have to like you have to take your Lego pieces and build that Lego thing. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm going to tear up that fucking schematic that they have and build whatever the fuck I want. Because I can build something better. I can build something that matches me more. Sorry for the nose shit. My nose is stuffed and stuff, and it's, there's allergies and stuff. I'm sneezing. I sneezed in the last video. It was disgusting. But, yeah, so... It's like I like that analogy because you can build whatever the fuck you want with your Lego bricks. You don't have to like have 2.4 kids and like a wife or a husband and like live happily ever after. Like you don't necessarily need to do that if you don't want to, but if you can build whatever you want, then it can kind of get overwhelming. You have to like have some clarity of like, well, this is what I want to build. I don't want to build like whatever. I want to build this, right? Like for instance, I want a long-term girlfriend that we both have sex with other girls together in like threesomes, and like we travel, you know, maybe I used to say half of the time, but maybe like we travel like a quarter of the time together, and then we come back. We either have different beds or we have different houses, because it would screw up my sleep to sleep in the same bed with somebody else all night. We probably have different beds in the same house. Maybe different houses, I don't know. But I'm doing content creation like this. I have an art studio where I'm just making shit, and I'm making content while I travel and while I'm at home. It's just going to be fucking awesome, right? And these things, I put together my own schematic, and I'm figuring out how to build it, and I'm fucking up because like I'm kind of making the schematic as I go. And that's what this channel is about. Building your own life, self-authoring your own life. Engineering your own life from the ground up, not just accepting what society has for you and being like, okay, well, they say I have to do this. They say I have to have a wife and 3 kids and live happily ever after. I'm 90% sure I don't want kids. And that's not like something super crazy, but like the way that my sex life I want to have set up is like I get flack from both monogamous and polyamorous people. So like, that's pretty unique what I'm looking for, but I know it's what I'm looking for, so... Anyway, that was a pretty cool, like, that's what this channel is about. But this part is about I was on a coaching call yesterday with Andy. Shout out to Andy. I'm going to put my interview with him in the description below. Hold on a second. Interview with Andy plus in a winter show. So he has a website for his podcast, his YouTube channel. I'm going to be on it in like a week or two. He does a lot of videos. He also does like a video a day or like a podcast a day, and I'm on one of them, and he's like 2 weeks ahead or something. So I'll be like in a week or like a week and a half, you'll see mine release, and I'll link to it and stuff, talk about it. But his interview, so I'll put a link to his podcast website in the description below. And then also my interview with him, which is a video like a week ago or so. I interviewed him, and I'll have that in the description below. But I had a coaching call with Andy. He has the exact setup that I want with girls. He and his girlfriend see other girls together, and they have a great time doing it. He coaches guys who want all types of things. He coaches guys who want a wife and 2 kids, and he'll like help them with that too. But fucking awesome dude, and we were going over like some of my recent dates and some of my recent, like, I talked a lot about my trauma. I'm also like put that video in the description below, like where I talk about my past and some of the things that influenced the way that I have to do, the way that I do things, and the issues and flaws that I have because of my upbringing, that I'm working on, of course. But we came to the conclusion, or I came to the realization, and he helped me, that I've been looking for rejection. Like, you think that rejection is something that you never want and that hurts, and it does hurt. But sometimes we can seek out the hurt because it feels good. And bear with me here. Tony Robbins talks a ton about this. He talks about how you need to, like, people need significance. They need to feel like they matter. And the way that you can do it in a healthy way is like for this, like for instance, I put videos out there. I try to help people build lives they love, build the Lego schematics that they want to build, and put the Legos that they have, and build up whatever the fuck they want, and kind of throw out what the schematics that like other people are like, hey, here, build this, here, build this. They're like, no, fuck that shit. I'm gonna build this, right? I think that's a way to be significant and help people, right? But the thing is, it's so risky. Like, I'm signing up to years. It's already been like, I've been making videos, not consistently, but I've been making videos since 2016. Consistently since October of last year. That's why this is video 156. And like, I just got to 100 subscribers. Fuck yeah, thank you so much. Really happy that you guys are like liking this stuff. Feel free to give feedback about what you like, and then also what I can improve in the comments below. But that 100 is like not enough to pay the bills. That's why, like, I'm looking for like 1 million at least at the end of this. Like, once I get my channel to its peak, like several million subscribers, you guys are on the fucking ground floor. Fucking props to you. You're the fucking OGs, and you can brag to people. Once I get there, you can fucking brag like, yo, I was with Joe, with Passion and Shane from the fucking beginning, and I'm gonna have merch and shit. And, like, you'll be able to like show off your merch. It's gonna be fucking awesome. But what I'm saying is that, like, in the end, it's like, I'm trying to be significant here, but there is huge risk. One easy way to shortcut your way to at least a semblance of significance is to have problems. And Tony Robbins loves to talk about this, and I think rightfully so. It's a good concept. It's like, you can instantly be like, this is like the oppression Olympics that you see a lot of places. It's like, well, I'm black, and so therefore people hate me, and like, I have it worse. And it's like, well, I'm black and trans, so like more people hate me, and I have like a harder time with life. And it's like, okay, that might be true. I'm not saying that you're not oppressed. I'm just saying that doesn't make you special, and it's not something you should brag about. It might make you feel significant to be like, well, oh, my back hurts. Like, okay, you get attention, you get sympathy from people, but sympathy doesn't pay the bills. Sympathy doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel like you're significant, but it also kind of makes you feel sad for yourself. And it doesn't make you feel like you're capable when people give you sympathy, when people give you pity, right? But pity and sympathy are much, much, much easier to get with a lot less risk than admiration or appreciation or like earned significance, like Christopher Nolan making amazing movies. That's not fucking easy. That's not fucking easy. Like, he goes all out. He doesn't know what people are going to think of Inception. Like, he doesn't know people are going to love Inception. He just puts it out there and hopes that people like it. And, like, most people liked it. But that's millions of dollars and, like, months of work that he had to put into Inception. And then, like, he put it out there and, like, crosses his fingers. Like, it's his baby going out there. And, like, who knows what people will think about it, right? And there are so many flops. Like, I mean, like, I can't think of any right now. I guess the Fire Festival, that's like, there's other things fucked up with that, but that's the one that happened in like 2017 or so, where they had like, it was like that camp out in like the Caribbean, and there are going to be a bunch of, there was a documentary on Netflix about it. It was crazy, but it just like turned out to be a fucking flop. Like, they didn't plan anything. They just put people in tents. Like, none of the bands that were signed on came, and it was just fucked up. And that was like, they tried to be significant and like make something, but like they were too clung on to the significance. Like, they're too clung on to like the reward. They weren't willing to go through the pain. Check out last video, link to 155. They didn't want to go through the pain of actually doing things, so they just were like, okay, I want significance as soon as possible, and so they got significance for it, but then when people found out it was shit, like, they got infamy for it, and that's not great. Like, that's another thing, is that, like, a shortcut to feeling significant is going for bad attention. It's super, you can instantly get bad attention. You can go and, like, yell at somebody in the street, and then they'll pay attention to you. It's not good attention, but sometimes bad attention feels better than no attention, and that's the same thing with sympathy. It's so easy to get sympathy and pity, but that's not what you really need. That might, like, make you feel better temporarily. Like, junk food might temporarily make you feel good, but, like, it's going to make you feel hungrier in the long run and less healthy in the long run. So, like, for me, I was talking with Andy, the coaching call, and it turned out that I've been seeking rejection. I haven't just been, like, I'm complaining, like, oh my God, like, I got rejected a lot this week, like, it feels like shit. And then we went over a couple of the experiences, and it's like, I created the rejection. There's one girl, the girl I was angry about a few weeks ago, because my friend had sex with her, like, after we had sex, and it was like a whole thing, and, I was a little insecure, and we talked about it. I'll link to that video too. We had gotten together twice, and me and Andy also talked about, like, why was I so attached to this girl that I had, and that also has to do with, like, the trauma that I've been through in my childhood. Why I was so attached to her, even though we've only slept together twice. But I slept together with this girl, and the second time, like, we met up and, like, saw my friend perform at a local venue, and then came back here, had amazing sex, and I had, like, several times amazing sex during the night. And then during the morning, like, I went and tried to have sex with her, and she wasn't having it. She was, her body was a little worn out. It was, like, nothing, like, crazy. She just, like, we had a lot of sex the night before, and she was a bit worn out. And I freaked out. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so, like, I got really needy. I'm, like, really, like, hurt and, like, overly, like, yo, like, what's going on? And that was 100% my fault. But, like, the crazy thing was, if I had just let that go, and even though maybe I was feeling rejected, but, like, I didn't react to it, I can't, like, stop myself from feeling bad about it. But if I didn't react to it, then, like, we would have met up the next week and been fine. And it would have been, like, I would still be seeing her today, and it would be awesome. It would feel great. But it's almost like I wanted the rejection. I went for the rejection because, well, there's a lot of things that ties to my trauma with, like, how my mom abused me and stuff. And, like, I don't need to get, like, super deep in that, because, like, that's not, like, it comes out over time, and just, I don't think, like, I just want to pour my heart out and, like, just be, like, bleeding on the ground and tell you everything. But yeah, so, like, I was seeking that rejection because it felt good. It felt like, okay, now I matter. And it was, like, it was a lot more exciting than just being happy and content. Like, the night before, everything was going great. I was happy and I was content. But, like, because that wasn't exciting for me, it didn't make me feel significant. It just kind of was like, oh, this feels good, right? I sought that significance, and like that drama of like all these crazy intense emotions was what I at the time wanted. Not like consciously. If I consciously thought about it, I'd be like, well, I would rather be happy than feel rejected. But I acted such that like I wanted rejection more because it was more exciting. And so the lesson of this video, because I really created that rejection for myself, like I didn't have to. The point of this video is that a lot of the times in your life, you might say or think, truly believe, at least at the surface level, that you don't want this pain, like this drama that's in your life. But there's a lot of times where we create the drama in our lives because the drama is exciting. Because being happy and satisfied is boring. Like, it's ultimately what we want, but it's boring. And it's not as exciting as like, yo, like, I have a lot of shit going on, like this is happening, like loan sharks are coming after me, like my car's bad, like my back's bad, like that gets you excitement because like now people pay attention to you and you feel significant. And yeah, so like I guess the answer here is get some self-awareness, get some know yourself. Know yourself. And I need to go to the fucking bathroom, so hold on a second. Know yourself. Know your motivations behind everything you're doing. And if you find that you are seeking out, that you're getting a lot of sympathy or drama in your life, do some self-reflection and be like, do I want this drama or do I want to be happy? And you might find that you actually want the drama. And that's not fully conscious, so you have to like tell yourself, be like, okay, do I really want this drama? Like, now that I know that I'm acting because I, like, subconsciously wanting this drama, now that I'm aware of it, know yourself, which is what my tattoo says. Then, yeah, change that. Be more aware of yourself. I'm going to give you a little bit of a know thyself. So, there you go. And that takes a lot of self-awareness, a lot of to bring in the ladies. So, yeah, that's the message for today. I said it was about like dating. It is about dating. I mean, like, it comes up a lot in dating. A lot of people, including me, like, they seek out rejection because it feels exciting, and it's just about life in general, really. So, cheers. Everything links in the description, by the way, if you want to like support me. You buy anything there, and like the Whoop strap, for instance, I have it like under my shirt. The Whoop strap, I'll probably do a video on that at some point. That is amazing for figuring out my sleep and like getting some good health metrics on myself. Excuse me. And then I also have all the equipment that I use, like the 14 terabyte drive that I use to back up all my videos and photos and stuff. The camera that I use, the lens that I use. I mean, I'm a photographer. If you want a photo shoot, like, I'll put a link there. Let me like also put that there. I'll put a link to my Instagram profile, which is my portfolio right now. So if you want a photo shoot, it's here in Austin. Or if you pay me to fly out somewhere, I'll do it, and we'll figure it out. Looking to supply, like, for me, like, making money from YouTube is how I can put a lot more time and effort into this content, which is what I really want to do. I want to help people build the lives they love, build the Lego schematics that they want with their life, not just the ones that other people tell them to. And that takes a lot of self-awareness, a lot of knowing yourself, and a lot of courage, and a lot of it's a lot that goes into it. So hope to help you with that. Email joe@passionunchained.com. That's in the description below. Also, if you want to ask me specific questions, and I will answer them best I can, or if I don't know anything about it, I will find somebody who does and interview them. What else? 100 subscriber video coming in approximately a week. Fucking excited for that. I think that's it. Cheers. Don't die. And share this video and subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. We got to 100 Next step, 250. I'm gonna like set 250 as the next step, and then we'll figure it out from there. But fucking excited. Cheers. Bye.